All right, it is time to talk about our gut. Yes, how to get our gut in check. Joining me now is Dr. Michael T. Murray. He's a neuropathic doctor and author of The Magic of Food. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So we are talking about how to properly treat common digestive problems. You say 100 million Americans suffer from some type of digestive problem. What kind of issues are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm not talking about any disease. I'm talking about functional disorders, things like constipation, indigestion, gas, bloating, yes. And these are often a result of just simply not producing enough of the digestive factors that we need to break down the food properly.
Well, we hear a lot about probiotics right now. It's very trendy as one way to sort of get our gut in check. But you say that oftentimes we're making the problem worse because we're not choosing the right probiotic or supplement. Is that correct?
Well, I think people have unrealistic expectations on what probiotics can do. Probiotics are very important for the overall gut health, and there's a lot of research showing that they're helpful in boosting immunity. There's a brain-gut connection, and they're very important for overall health, but they don't break down food. And so for gas, bloating, indigestion, and some of the common complaints that people have, probiotics are just not the right answer.
Okay, so let's talk about what the right answer is. You've written this great book. You talk a lot about a simple gut check test, true or false test that people can go through to sort of figure out what works best for them. Can you walk us through that?
Sure. Well, the first thing is that the first question, true or false, is taking an antacid is always your best approach for dealing with heartburn.
And so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's false.
It is false. In fact, we're learning more and more that many of these drugs that are so commonly used because they're now available over the counter, these really powerful proton pump inhibitors are actually causing more harm than good. They were never really designed to be used indefinitely, and many people are on them for years, decades.
So you shouldn't rely on that.
No, no. And when you have a digestive symptom, it's usually a result of a cause. So you try and identify that cause, and many times it's a lack of digestive enzymes. They're not breaking down the food properly.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned those because I was telling you before we started talking on camera that I take the digestive enzymes and the probiotics, which you said was a good thing, but a lot of people don't realize the difference. So can you walk us through that?
Yeah, enzymes are molecules that break down other molecules or build them. When we're talking about digestive enzymes, these are compounds that break down our food so that we can absorb those food particles. When we don't break down those food particles, these compounds, these foods actually feed the wrong type of bacteria, and that causes a lot of the gas, bloating, and other serious problems as well. So enzymes are very helpful because they can help break down food into smaller units, and we can take enzymes via supplementation. And I have a little experiment that I conducted, and it's just very simple. I took some yogurt and I mixed in some probiotics, and it doesn't change the nature of the physical state of that yogurt. But if we put digestive enzymes like I did here, it just basically liquefies that, and we're breaking down that food so that it can be easily absorbed, and that's the key to proper digestion. And when you don't have that, you're likely to have gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation, and being uncomfortable when you eat.
That's a great way to visualize what you're saying. So if somebody is interested in taking both, because they do work for different things, how should they take them? Does the digestive enzyme be taken with food and the probiotic taken at a different time? How does that work?
Well, usually with digestive enzymes, when we're recommending them for improving digestion, they're taken just before a meal. And probiotics are actually best taken with a meal, maybe towards the end of a meal. That ensures that there's food for them to eat and also helps them buffer against the stomach acid.
Well, that is fabulous. Thank you for being here again. The book is called The Magic of Food. Get it now. Learn more about this. If you want more information, also you can go to the website magicoffoods.com. Thanks, Doctor. We appreciate it. We'll be right back.